on there and overlay. So that's all controlled down here and then over here. So we have all the, this is the watermark. So you just drag it over and then it shows here but it doesn't show here. So we go on there and hit overlay. Now you got the watermark on there. I'm going to turn it.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
just another ordinary day at UT.
So we're good. You think you're good? I think so. All right. Then what? You have my cell in case you need it.
I can. The only thing with soccer I get the volleyball makes sense, but for soccer, for example, like you have 45 minutes, you're not really gonna. I figure the only time you'd really be doing
Soccer,
right.
If they have a water break, maybe.
Yeah.
Do a 30-second one.
There was a water
But tell them, if you're going to do a rehearsal, tell me, hey, I'm running a rehearsal. He knows the thing. If there's an injury, zoom away from it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I wasn't showing you.
So we're good here. This cable does kind of, connection kind of messes up some, so try to keep people away from that. But other than that, I think you're good to go. Let me send you here. What's your number?
I got my own, I don't need security in the club. All they walking on the net. I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go. I shot up everywhere they would. You know, to city, bring you come get it back in blood. Come get it back in blood. We ain't mad, so no dog.
Have fun. That's all good stuff. You can make sure your resume is production drug and you ran the actual live broadcast.
Yeah. But for now, I just, like, this is basically centered. I'll leave it like this. This is fine.
For now, yeah. And then when they do lineups, so, I mean, you can zoom in on them.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
And then, for example, when we do the pregame stuff, like, so when you're announcing the lineups, I'll show the lineups. And then when the anthem comes up, that doesn't read it as it, like, maybe show the flag.
Yeah.
I could zoom in on the flag. I can do that. All right.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Good. All right. Is this yours? Did you get him? Yeah, he just gave it to me. He wants to go, maybe. Did you ask him? I just asked him specifically. He told me I'm going to ask if he's maybe the one I got. So I was talking to Ken, so mainly, again, because this is soccer, I'm going to be, it's mostly soccer, so for the most part, it's going to be just following the game, so I still feel like most of what I'm doing is going to be camera related. So I was even saying to him, if at any point I'm ever going to be playing anymore, he's going to be the first one. But for the most part, during the, like, either during the game But otherwise, I would figure during the actual game itself, for the most part, I'll be broadcasting the games. I think I can still sum it up.
This is because it seems like soccer is talking a little bit more. Baseball is about soccer style. But here it's like, I feel like we don't want to throw it. But then it's crazy that it's until you take it. Like a commercial scale.
You can just hit stop, I believe. I'd assume so. Well, to start a commercial, like on the commercial, you like fire ad, and once you're firing an ad, this right here, like this is what we're doing.
I'm just saying, I might actually do that. Like I said, I know you're talking like these.
Yeah, the couple of ones that we just got reloaded up now, we have a couple of 30-second ones. We also have one that's 20 minutes at a time. That would be like, yeah, and like we were saying, I even told him, I said, you know, I might not like lose the entire 15 minutes anyway. I might only take a couple of minutes at halftime anyway. Because to be completely honest, who's going to really be paying attention to the broadcast at halftime anyway? So
the thing is, I can't get too much. So there could be millions
right.
So it's one of those things where it's not that you can do. I don't really care that deeply about it.
Like for example, I'm not playing commercials now, and from now until the second half starts, it's basically the same thing.
We're not going to do super quickly.
Yeah. If I'm ever going to sit down, it's probably if I'm going to like, but otherwise, I believe everything is set up for now. I do have to worry about like the changes to change I know it's going to be late. Yeah, so.
It's dark. That building pops up. Last time they used to
yeah. So like for example, next time there's a night test, if I'm up here, I'll know mix up the process once you get but for the most part, yeah, we should be good now. And then, like I said, we'll be at the front box next week against the PA today. And but yeah, I think for the most part, once again, this is soccer, so I'll probably just be doing
the brightness should be fine.
Like, yeah, so, and I watch baseball a lot, so
Very bright, but
I know when it comes to baseball.
maybe a little bit darker. You know how to turn the brightness on?
Definitely a couple settings for brightness. That's there's two settings that make it a little darker.
Do you know how to make it darker? Don't worry about us. You need to get in the way. Yeah, that's brighter.
Yeah, that's it. Like, everything else goes right.
I think that's the maximum. I think that's where we have It's just that it's really sunny out. Nothing you can do about it.
At least you can see the ball, right?
Well, that's all I care about. You can see the ball.
Yeah.
I just see the ball there,
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But see, like on that one, it looks darker on that than it does on here.
Oh, you have. Okay. Did you pick that up?
They brought it.
Okay.
Stadium, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Today, the Spartans welcome
Hello, hello, hello. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? How's it going, everybody? We are here today for some Sunday football. My name's, of course, Tate Gephardt, alongside
Fabrizio Mejia. I'm here present, and we're going to bring you a great broadcast in between the University of Tampa and the Auburn University.
Auburn University Montgomery Warhawks. For those who are wondering, Auburn, like SEC, Auburn University does not have a soccer team. This is their sister school. Tampa's coming off a very heartbreaking loss, very well fought loss, nonetheless, against number 18 West Florida. They lost 3-2 in overtime, off of what could have been a questionable call when they threw it out of bounds and it never went in play. But nonetheless, Spartans here look to change their 0-1 record to 1-1 today.
Totally a very good start of the season with a 1-0 win against USF, and now they want to win at home. There was an amazing crowd during last game, and of course there was a big frustration because it was in overtime, but in the end I think the University of Tampa can get a very good game tonight, and the sky is very clear. There's a lot of heat, and that sounds like a very good day for the University of Tampa.
Today, there's not as many fans as everyone's probably outside enjoying mimosas, enjoying a long 3-day weekend, as Labor Day, of course, is tomorrow. Tampa soccer fans have a lot to look forward to this year, as we saw from a little bit of preview from last game. They had really strong defense early on, and just let one or two get in, and then just in the end just had one slip by in overtime, and that was it. But as I said, time to kick off.
Yeah, there was a good reaction. That's what the fans wanted. They were losing, and then coming back, there wasn't a very good luck after in the overtime, but it was a good start for UT.
Well, Fabricio, I'm an LSU Tiger fan, and they lost last night. So hopefully, with that and the overtime, hopefully today we can change everyone's woes and get a win here.
It will be a great way to end the weekend.
That should...
No foul, no
call. I don't know how that's not a call, but nonetheless. Kicked off an Auburn Montgomery Warhawk player, and will be a throw-in for University of Tampa. Beautiful and sunny here today in Tampa, Florida. No wind yet. Hopefully we'll get some here shortly. Would not be shocked if it rained for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's Florida, anything can happen. I would say perfect weather to play some soccer.
What do you say? Sunny, no. Well, in your opinion, what's the best weather to play?
I would
soccer?
say sunny. Of course, sunny at home. The team that's against you suffers a lot from the pressure, also from the weather. And, of course, sometimes it's too hot, but let's be honest, it is Florida. You have to expect that. You have to be ready for it. And I think UT is ready for that, too.
Montgomery pushing, good defense.
Good tackle there by Albert Morales. He came back to the starting 11. He wasn't there for last game. He's from Spain, and he's one of the tallest players in the team.
Height usually is a factor in basketball, but in soccer, I'm learning at least, that it becomes a pretty major factor when it comes to headers.
Yeah. Speaking of the corner kicks, last game was very important because of that. The goal that gave the win to West Florida actually came from a corner kick.
The tallest player on the field today is, I don't know if he's on the field at the moment. We're looking for numbers, but number 1, Samuel Ruiz from Auburn University, is 6'4". So if there's any headers for Auburn University, I would not be shocked if we saw him attempt one today. Beautiful forward kick. I don't know how many headers we can get in a row, but ball lands safely. Beautiful kick. Beautiful touch down the right side.
Again, Juancho, he's the captain. He's the goal scorer of this team. He has to be there when they ask him to be there, and he wants to get a very good game. No foul, no call there.
No call. University of Tampa pushing down the left side.
Oh, amazing.
Just good handles
by Max
14.
Brennan. The first foul of the game.
Montgomery pushing down the right side, looking for a cross. Right to the Tampa goalkeeper.
With the goalkeeper controlling the ball, we can see something really important, the formation of the University of Tampa. They're going to play with 4 defenders. Seems like 3 players on the midfield, and of course, there's going to be 3 other players into the attacking side so that they can create much more opportunities, and of course get the possession of the ball, which is very important in a soccer game.
Very well said, Fabricio. Speaking of Tampa's goaler, Adam Forrester is a goalkeeper, 6 foot, from Bath, England.
A lot of international players in this.
A lot of international players. Today on the opposing team, we have some people from Morocco, England, Brazil,
France
most of the
too.
world, France. Most of the world will be represented actually in today's game.
Number 19 gets mad after that play.
Sean Quinn from Dublin, Ireland, does not seem pleased, and I believe they are calling a... What is...
Something we know about number 20 from the University of Tampa, Carlos Endon from Mexico City. He was a player actually for the under 20 team of Pumas, which is a very good team in Mexico. So actually he transferred to the University of Tampa. It is his first season here, and of course he wants to get the most of the opportunities.
And looks like we will re-kick. I don't exactly know why. But kicking is Max Brennan, number 14, from Maryville, Ohio. Beautiful center kick. Looking for a header.
Amazing. Oh.
And wide right. It's a little facetious for us over here. We don't have the overhead angle, so we thought that one might have snuck in, but nonetheless. The ball. Try to get the ball. Kick by Montgomery. Tampa play clicks off a Montgomery Warhawk, and it will be a throw in for Tampa.
Auburn University Montgomery wearing orange shirt, similar to the Netherlands jersey, and the University of Tampa is playing white.
As I mentioned before, Auburn University Montgomery Warhawks is the sister school for Auburn University. That's why they are the Warhawks, I believe. I was talking to someone earlier. I thought Auburn University, the University of Auburn, had a soccer team. They do not. So this is, if you're an Auburn fan, this is your soccer team. A lot of Warhawks in attendance today. Equally, probably as much Tampa fans. Nice to see some students gather.
Yeah, families too.
Families
as
well.
It's a Sunday.
Sunday at 1. We appreciate you coming out, watching some Tampa soccer.
As long as we don't have NFL, we have University of Tampa soccer.
This is true. When NFL season starts, will be interesting to see.
Everyone expecting that game in between the Bucs and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Fun fact for any of those people listening up in your dorms, next Thursday, like Fabricio mentioned, Dallas Cowboys will be in the opening kickoff versus the Tampa Bay Bucks in Tampa. Game, I believe, set for 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I believe Ed Sheeran, famous singer, will be doing a free concert. You got to download the NFL One Pass app. Actually work security for that during the Super Bowl, but it will be at Julian B. Lane Park, and I believe the concert was set to start at 7 p.m. So make sure you get your ticket and go enjoy some free music.
Yeah.
It's one thing about being at the University of Tampa, there's always something going on. Always. Whether it be
Every
on the
week.
University of Tampa's campus or somewhere in the city, it's not hard to find something to do. You just got to look for it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Montgomery with the kick.
And again, last semester was wild here in Tampa with the Super Bowl, with the Stanley Cup. It was just amazing.
It was just a beautiful atmosphere to be around, just a lot of winning. I'm actually a Saints fan, so seeing the Bucs winning did not necessarily make me happy, but nonetheless, it's good for the city. And I worked with a lot of people who worked with the Bucs, so
good for them too.
It's good for them as well. University of Tampa. Still undefeated in college football since 1976, I can say. 74, I think. Have not played a game since then.
That's well played by the away team.
Very well played. Looking for a cross from Montgomery. Tried to kick it out. Beautiful header. Get it out. Tampa looking dearly, trying to clear the ball. Very good play. Fan might end up with a free soccer ball.
And again, that's the captain spirit. You know, he's a captain of this team. He lost the ball and he goes to recover it after he gets it out. I mean, that's what Tampa needs now.
Tampa has really increased their defense, at least from my recent memory of from last year and the year before that. As someone once said famously, defense wins championships.
This is going to be an interesting throw-in. All the players in the box.
Throw in for Montgomery. Throw it right in the middle. Some people dressed up must have been coming back from Sunday mimosas, and Tampa looks to come on the offensive here.
Agustin Barofio with a magnificent defensive coverage. We remember that last game was an amazing game for him. And also, we can speak about number 10, who scored 2 goals in that last game.
He was awarded the man of the match before he realized there is overtime. But he had 2 goals on the night and had a lot of attempts. Striker for UT. Number 10, Omar Talley from Zug, Switzerland. He is a junior. Fair to say he's Tampa's leading goal scorer on the young season.
Yeah.
Not fair to say he is. Speaking of that, man kicks, centers the ball beautifully.
Such a vision.
Warhawks swarm around them. Tampa looking to build somewhat of a formation to get ball past the Warhawks defense. Dublin, Ireland. God, I just love seeing so many people from so many different countries.
Yeah.
Beautiful kick, almost. Who would you say the best ball handler on the team is?
I would say maybe Juancho, number 9. Who's now getting that ball.
Beautiful attempt inside.
Oh, there's going to be a corner kick.
It will be a corner kick. Well, if you're just joining us, it's Tampa 0, Auburn University Montgomery Warhawks 0, with 34-21 in the first half on this beautiful Sunday, let's say afternoon, midday afternoon, however you would like to call it. See some of the Tampa coaches wearing long sleeves. Don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
I'd be burning up.
Corner kick from number 10, Omar Talley.
Tampa's leading goal scorer looks for the corner kick right down the middle. Potential scoring opportunity. Oh, beautiful save.
It's going to be another corner kick, but an amazing save. And again, Albert Morales, who's one of the key defenders from this team. He's from Spain, and he just shot that ball. That's going to be important for Tampa. We were speaking about how the coach wants this team to kick, to shoot, and that's going to be really interesting.
Kick, number 10, Omar Talley.
I believe that was a beautiful save by Alexander Kraus from Duisburg, Germany, and I definitely botched that city name, so my apologies, but beautiful save. Kick right down the middle. Montgomery looks to clear it. The Warhawks looking for a foul. Nothing was called. Push up, looking for speed. And right to the man from Duisburg, Germany? Duisburg.
Number 7, Arnaud Baron from Nantes, France, actually was complaining about a foul in the midfield on that counter-attack. Tampa recovered that ball and no foul was given, but that was interesting to see because you can see that the away team is now kind of frustrated. They cannot get closer to the away, to the other goal.
Oh, nutmeg. Gotta love to see it, especially.
Number 10 again.
especially on you put nutmeg on coffee. Nonetheless, kicked out of bounds. And it will be a Warhawk throw-in. Still getting used to my soccer lingo and jargon for the year. Tried to watch some Premier League games the other day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's going to be an amazing season. Cristiano Ronaldo back at Manchester United, Jack Grealish to Manchester City, and Chelsea, who actually won the Champions League last year. So
if I wanted an underdog team to pull for, who should I pull for? Because I'm looking for a team to pull for internationally. Who should I pull for?
Well, I would certainly say Leicester City. In
Okay.
2016, they won the Premier League with no budget. You know, the Premier League, a lot of money moves into the Premier League. They have amazing players and everything. And Leicester City, with not a huge budget, just local players, they won the Premier League. And that is going to be a very, very big foul.
Foul on the man from Ireland. And it looks like number 8 is talking to the bench. There's some smack talk being talked.
And the captain, Juancho, is asking for a yellow card. He's complaining.
And he gets a yellow card.
Perfect. And the fans love it.
Auburn Montgomery, number 8, fill out second bomb.
Back and forth is, I think, always something that we enjoy in sports, but is it necessary? Who knows? But nonetheless, yellow card awarded to number 8 for the Warhawks.
The first yellow card, actually, from this game.
Can a yellow card be awarded to someone on the bench? Is that even possible?
Yeah, that's possible. That's actually. They can even get a red card
from the bench.
Yeah.
Beautiful kick by number 3 down the middle center of the field. Don't touch it, and it should be a corner kick for the Spartans. And it is. Okay.
Number 10, Omar Tali.
Omar Tali, like we said earlier on Friday night, scored 2 goals against number 18 ranked West Florida, looking for a corner kick and the kick. Beautiful centered kick to the middle of the field, up and over the net, and it will be a kick from the goalkeeper for Montgomery. Interested to see if there's any players who will come down with cramps today. It's extremely hot. A lot of running around. Interesting to see.
And this is perfect because you can see the formation from Tampa. They have 3 players on offense with Juancho as their center forward, 3 players on the midfield, and 4 players defending. 1 on the right, 1 on the left, and 2 center backs.
Man for Germany kicks off. High arcing kick. Missed header. And it will be a throw-in for the Warhawks. Like Fabricio mentioned, Tampa Spartans are wearing their home white, while I believe the Warhawks are wearing their away bright orange. Is there a foul called?
Yeah, an offensive foul.
Is there a certain place they have to kick it from, or is it just
where the foul
was called?
Yeah.
The man from England kicked off. Warhawks looking to push down the right side. The man from Ireland steals the ball.
Amazing job by Sean Quinn from Ireland.
Beautiful pass. No one home. And should be a throw-in for the Spartans. They're calling that an offensive foul. If you're just joining us, Tampa 0, Auburn 0, 27:40 left in the first half. Auburn on the offensive.
Seems like a similar start to West Florida's game. Oh,
And there's a penalty called.
that has to be a yellow card.
Did not look intentional, but nonetheless, a yellow card given to number 20 for the Warhawks.
To Auburn Montgomery, number 20.
From Trussville, Alabama. His name is Landon Surratt.
And we can say it was a smart foul because if the player wasn't taken down, he had all empty, he had all clear to go in front, and that would be very dangerous. Now we can see Nico Gamio from Uruguay, who's actually training, and he's warming up. He might be one of the first substitutions that Tampa wants to make.
Well, set Fabricio, number 15, kicks center inside. Warhawks looking on the offensive. 3-on-5. And the opportunity is spoiled by Tampa. Tampa, again, another strong start on defense. Last game they had one that probably shouldn't have gone through. One that was just a beautiful screamer into the right top of the net that no one could really do anything about. I mean, that's just part of the game sometimes. But
And they came back to the same two defenders as last season. Both speak Spanish. Albert Morales and Agustin Barrofio are now the two defenders.
Tampa looking for an opportunity to score here. Almost halfway through the first half, the man from Ireland sprinting.
And that's a foul.
And that will definitely be a foul.
Plenty of fouls, actually, from the away team.
Number 8 already has a yellow card. I believe 2 yellow cards do equal a red card. So if he gets another yellow card, he will be out of this game.
We can see the fouls haven't been really intentional, but it seems like they're not getting there at the right time.
A little bit of chirping from each side. Getting ready to kick it, number 14, Max Brennan, the Ohio native.
It is Max Brennan who's going to take that ball.
Kick in the middle. Hit right off Omar.
Gravely.
Looking for a cross, potential.
The goalkeeper controls it.
Saved by the man from Germany. Deep center kick, midfield, header back to the Tampa side. Tampa looking to...
Albert Morales was one of the key defenders actually playing on the midfield now. And now number 10, last game's hero, actually lost the ball. We were speaking about Tampa's formation. Seems like the away team, Auburn University Montgomery, is playing differently. They're playing 2 with 4 defenders, but they have 2 players on the midfield, 2 players on the wing, and certainly 2 players on top.
Low line drawing kick. Auburn looking.
He was offside.
And they were calling him offsides.
Really interesting. They're making a new building just in front of us. What I really miss is that the view was amazing. What can you say about that?
The view I've mentioned 1,000 times on baseball broadcasts, and people who listen to any of our broadcasts have learned that I am a broken record when it comes to that. That is one of the prettiest views you'll ever get from a college campus, the beautiful skyline Tampa provides. Don't get me wrong, this building will do wonders for the school, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait to see what happens here. And
I think that was a corner kick. I don't know.
They're saying he touched it before it went out of bounds.
There's going to be a cool break. It is too hot, so the players are going to take a timeout.
There's going to be a water break. It's extremely hot.
Exactly.
Lines take Gephardt alongside Fabricio. And we're going to take a quick ad break as we wait for this break to subside. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
We are back. The water break has subsided, and we believe there's a Montgomery kick. We are awaiting.
And I'm sure this was one of the first breaks of the game. Of course, it is very hot, so it's going to be difficult for the players to keep hydrated. Going to be a throw-in for Tampa as 23 minutes are left into this first half. And there's going to be the first substitution. It's going to be number 20, Carlos Ledon from Mexico City, that's going to come in. I think it's his debut with this team. Like we mentioned before, he played for Pumas in the Mexican League in the under 20, and now he has the opportunity to make his debut for Tampa. He's taking the place of number 21, Faith Ozeguer from Germany. It is an interesting substitution. Actually, the player that came out was a defender. Now Tampa is getting another midfielder. Seems like they want to create something different. They want to have more possession of the ball and, of course, create more danger.
Tampa with a potential shot on net, wide right of the net. Auburn Montgomery Warhawks fans travel well as they have packed the back three rows of Pepin Stadium. But a lot of Spartans out supporting today at the Sunday 1 game. So respect to both sides. Thank you guys for coming out. It's still 0-0 here with 22 minutes left in the first half. The Warhawks goalkeeper from Germany with the kick.
The first yellow card seems to arrive for Tampa. The players are complaining there was a foul into the midfield.
Was there a yellow card given?
No, actually no. But seems like the Tampa player is kind of complaining about something.
So that's my question. How many fouls can you get before you're given a yellow card?
Depends on what the referee thinks. And
it's based on the referee.
Exactly, and how strong the foul is, how heavy it is. But sometimes if the foul is very, very heavy, the red card comes directly. So
still getting caught up on the technicalities of some of this, as I only played soccer up to the age of 8.
8, okay.
I probably should have bought shin guards. I think that's why I quit soccer. I was telling you using the shin, and then they're like, well, you should probably had shin guards, and probably recurbed it a little bit, but nonetheless.
You know what's...
potential.
There's a foul, and Tampa's gonna get that ball back. What's really interesting is that I can see that in the U.S., many people that I know played soccer when they were little, and after they just leave it, they prefer other sports such as baseball, football. What would you say about that as you growing up here in the States?
Well, what I'd say about growing up here in the States is parents like to get their kids out and active, and one of the sports that we do, you have t-ball, you have soccer, and I can only speak on from what I know. And I played at a YMCA back home in Atlanta, Georgia, and they just provided those sports, and you just played whatever sports worked. And then as time went on, whatever your parents enjoyed watching or whatever you enjoyed playing tends to be the sport that you ended up playing. So if your dad played football, more than likely the kid played football. And when I say football, I should say Americano football, or football Americano. And the foul called on a Tampa player, which I
think he just kicked the ball. I'm not sure if
I'm not sure that was a foul, but nonetheless, that's what they're calling it. But anyway, like I was saying, it's usually like I grew up watching Saints football, LSU football, and I grew up watching Atlanta Braves baseball. So I ended up playing football and American football and baseball because of that. So it's I just think it's just the sports you play. I mean, when you're little, you play soccer, basketball, baseball.
I think they're also the easy sports to practice. You just get a net and you get a ball, and that's it.
Sure, and if you've ever watched little kids play soccer, it's quite funny when they don't necessarily know the rules. And I think I had a couple own goals in my time.
Okay. And everyone laughs. You have a good time.
You have a good time. I thought I actually scored a goal, so I remember when I was like 6, I scored an own goal and celebrated, took my shirt off, did the whole Ronaldo thing. And they were like, well, you just scored on your own team. So I knew that was time to hang the cleats up in that sport. But, yeah, what would you say growing up where you grew up in?
It's interesting, but I would say, for example, in Mexico, it is the main sport. All the support, the economic support, and everyone plays it. It is a social thing, too. And I would say many other Hispanic and Latin countries, too, because it is a sport that everyone's practice. The media just speaks about it. And of course, there are exceptions. You can see it on the Olympics. There are 2 or 3 sports that are also practiced, but mainly it is soccer. Now, if we go to Europe, I would say that for France and other countries, soccer is a very big sport, and a lot of people love it. But there are also other opportunities. You can see it on the Olympics. They are always into the top 10 countries. Of course, in comparison to the U.S., there's not many medals, but still doing a good job besides soccer.
The only thing I would say would be I've learned internationally soccer is taking a lot more seriously at a significantly younger age.
Yeah.
I think the U.S. is slowly catching up in soccer now that the MLS has gotten some, I believe, funding and gotten some good televised games and gotten some good notoriety. Like I said, growing up, I only watched the World Cup. That was all I really got around to watching soccer. And then my team, Atlanta United, came around, I think, 2017, 2018. Yeah. And I had a team to pull for, so and they won a championship, and that was really fun to be a part of. But it just helps having everyone get into soccer. I think a lot of us in the U.S. didn't genuinely think soccer was that big of a sport.
Yeah.
Even I knew growing up that it was statistically like one of the biggest sports in the world. But we think about the U.S., we don't really think like in the beginning we never thought soccer was that big, and now as social media becomes a bigger thing, you start to see how big soccer matches get, and cities pack into stadiums. And
like the only fun fact that we need, the person with more followers on Instagram is actually a soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't think soccer gets its credit like it should. I think it's gotten it more recently, but like you said, one of the most followed men on social media. That'll be a foul on Tampa. But yeah, the most followed man on social media is a soccer player.
Yeah. And
probably the most jersey sales. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, this is not something I know to be true, but it probably is a true fact. It's probably a Messi or Ronaldo jersey.
Ronaldo, yeah.
You just see the transfer window, like we mentioned earlier, how crazy it's been. But just the amount of money being thrown around,
it's crazy.
It's insane.
And something I just want to highlight is the U.S. women's team. They win the World Cup many times. They have won the World Cup many times, and they have amazing players. They get to the better level, and that's something I wanted to ask you. Would you say the main sport that women practice here is soccer?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I just think one of the better ones we've had been the Women's World Cup teams. When they went back-to-back at just sheer dominance. Yeah. I don't think we've seen a women's team be that good with that much dominance in the U.S. There's plenty of girls though. Like the WNBA doesn't get enough credit for how good some of those players are.
Yeah.
Just because it just doesn't get televised as much. But I would say the women's soccer team is probably the face of women's sports. But next to that, it would probably 1 second, potential opportunity for the Spartans to score a goal.
Number 10 again.
Goal!
Had to be number 10.
Number 10, Ormo Talley, third goal on the year. Beautiful shot, right middle of the net, and your Tampa Spartans are up 1-0.
Phenomenal goal. There was a huge counter-attack, and you could see the reaction from the bench. They all jumped. There was kind of the desperation for getting that first goal, and with only 15 minutes left into the first half, Tampa is actually leading 1-0.
We were just told that the assist was by number 15, Travis Foster, a Tampa, Florida native out of Leto High School. Just a beautiful play all the way around. We were talking a little bit about women's sports, and I do want to just cap that off by saying, I would say the World Cup team, it's just they won by so much, and especially the last one, they beat Japan, by so many goals that it was just.
And it was the final. Seems like it is the two best teams.
But you just have to appreciate their sheer dominance on the.
Number 10 is actually coming out. The fans are actually cheering him up.
Montgomery entering the game, number 19, Luke Wielden, and number 31, Patrick Guffey. Exiting number 20, Landon Surratt, and number 9, Frank Kutensky.
But when it comes to women's sports, I would say it would be the women's soccer team, national team. Then it would be the women's basketball team, the USA team.
Yeah.
And then after that, it might be a toss-up between softball and after that, I really don't know. But there's a lot of good women's sports out there.
Okay, yeah.
That I think need to be a little bit more appreciated. But nonetheless, Tampa 1, Auburn, Montgomery 0 here with 14:52 left in the first half.
And Tampa needed that to get much more confident. They were getting closer than Montgomery actually, but now they just have to keep that lead and try to get another goal.
Outstanding defense by the Spartans. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times as it continues. Just amazing defense by the Spartans so far this year. Let one sneak in.
And the defense is actually that good that we don't see a lot of action from the goalkeeper from Tampa because they're such good defenders that no shots are allowed,
Yeah, your team's good when there's not that many saves on the night.
Yeah, exactly.
But talking about soccer in the States, I think a lot of people would agree that soccer's grown substantially over the last decade or so. With some celebrities getting soccer teams, Matthew McConaughey being a part owner of the Austin team in the MLS. I think what also helped curb that game, speaking of the goalkeeper, nice save. I think what you would say was with FIFA, with the video game community, it's one of those things where it's hard to watch a sport when you don't necessarily know the players, and we try to present that here for the Spartans, so you kind of see a little bit of character from each people. But with FIFA, you can kind of build a relationship without even a game actually being played, which I think is actually really crucial for sports. Beautiful play.
Now again, also something really the no danger for Tampa.
Potential opportunity here for the Spartans to potentially sneak in another goal.
Now, something I want to say as myself being from Mexico, Mexico has to play against the U.S. in order to get into the World Cup, and many times there's this rivalry in soccer because Mexicans believe that their league, like it is the main sport, their league is actually pretty good and all that stuff. Something I want to highlight is the growth of the U.S. soccer has been so big that actually the U.S. has beaten Mexico twice this year, and the league actually, they played an all-star game in between the Major League Soccer and the Liga MX, and the Major League Soccer won. So soccer is just growing a lot, and we know that the 2026 World Cup is coming to the States.
Yep.
So it's gonna be an amazing tournament.
Is it what city? I thought it was gonna be a multi-city thing. Am I incorrect?
Multi-country. It's gonna be,
thing.
I think 40 games in the States, 10 games in Mexico, and 10 games in Canada.
You love to see that. I think that's. I always liked it in one place, but I think that's going to be a kind of a special thing.
Yeah. First time they do it in 3 countries because they did it on Korea and Japan in 2002, They've done it for Euro championships, but for a World Cup to get 3 countries, that's just amazing.
You love to see it. I believe the United States did win the Gold Cup.
Yeah, they did against Mexico.
Against Mexico, so
yeah,
one for the home team. It's good to see the men's soccer team doing well because, like historically, at least in my lifetime, the men's team is nowhere near as good as the women's team has been.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that everyone is doing, really well. The women's team didn't do so extremely hot in the Olympics. I believe we lost to Canada, and I want to say Switzerland. I could be wrong on the second one, but it's just nice as a whole to see the whole soccer national teams do well.
Yeah. And speaking of the Olympics, for the men's soccer Olympics, it was Brazil that won a back-to-back medal. They did it 5 years ago because of the pandemic. They won in Rio, in their homeland. Now they won in Tokyo. So, Brazil is always that powerful country in soccer, and you know it by the players that they have in their team now. Neymar.
It's just super impressive. I can't imagine how Festival must have been after winning.
Yeah.
How that must have been for Brazil. And they take soccer...
it's like a religion for them.
Soccer is growing here, but I don't think people genuinely understand, or if you don't watch soccer, understand how seriously they take that sport. It's like a religion, you said, and it's a day ruiner. And I gotta respect that as a fan who loves so many sports. They live and die with their team, and you just love to see the passion from the fans and from the players.
And I want to say, as myself, as a fan of soccer, is my main sport, there is actually an impact when your team wins. If your team wins, you can say your day is kind of better. And if your team loses, you just try to change the page, switch the page.
Well, that's interesting. I have to ask because, over here in the States, okay, LSU lost last night. It was, shouldn't have lost to UCLA, but nonetheless, we lost. But at least I have the Saints to look forward to, upcoming weeks. If your main soccer team loses, is there another sport you can rely on maybe getting a source of, happiness from?
No, I would say only
it's pretty
soccer.
much. So you just have to wait for the next season if your team's bad.
And also because, again, speaking of the media impact, when your team loses, everybody notices. Everyone speaks of it. And so, of course, in social media, now just people speak about how your country did bad. But if your team does good, then everyone speak about how good is your team. So I think because of the media and how there are a lot of fans, the impact is very big, actually. It isn't just something from you, but also from others and what they say about your team.
Don't get me wrong, I got plenty of texts last night saying my team lost, my friends making fun of me, all that stuff. But then, okay, if the LSU does bad this year, at least I have the Saints potentially doing well.
Yeah.
So, and I have, the Lightning potentially, hopefully going for a 3-peat, we're hoping. So
the Bucks too?
I'm a Saints fan, but nonetheless.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But my point being, there's other options to, pull from.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine, some countries it's just soccer or nothing, and that's, I can't imagine, that must be tough.
There's even something really interesting. During the World Cup in 2018, Mexico played against Germany and beat Germany. They actually made an earthquake. It was this is going to be a big foul.
Are we getting a card? Is that another card? And the yellow card has been awarded.
Yeah, actually, the Mexican fans did an earthquake in 2018 because they won against Germany. They were celebrating the goal, and actually an earthquake was registered. So that means how happy the Mexicans were at that moment.
That's insane. I think we also have to understand how many people go to those soccer games internationally. We think, there's a lot of people at Raymond James, per se, on a normal Sunday. But we don't understand. I think it's double the size of Raymond James, and they pack that thing to the brim.
And now other teams want a new stadium. Real Madrid is actually building a new Santiago Bernabeu stadium because there's just too many fans going
Warhawks there. Pushing. Great defense by the Tampa Spartans. Can't get a number at the moment.
Albert Morales again. Yeah, just soccer is growing so fast that even the stadiums are getting much bigger. Real Madrid doing that. Even Paris, after Messi arriving to the French capital.
I don't even want to see the bank state or the balance sheet for PSG. The amount of money going in and out, whether it be the stadium paying the players, it's a substantial amount of money being played around over there at PSG.
They bought Messi for a certain price, and in only one day, they gained that money back
with jersey sales.
With jerseys.
Oh, I feel bad for those people who work in the shops trying to come up with those jerseys. Just how fast they can print them.
That's.
There must be. It has to be automated, but That's just, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But like they said, that's actually a smart move because they'd probably make everything back in jersey sales and etc. merchandise.
I guess that happened here with Tom Brady.
Yeah, same idea. I mean, very well said. You see a lot of Patriots fans down here after their team crumbled. All of a sudden be a Buccaneers Tom Brady fan. But understandably so, they brought them, I believe, 6 Super Bowls. Are they saying it's a...
It's a foul and Tampa's going to get the ball back.
Well, if you're just joining us again, we've been talking a lot about soccer, of course, because it's a football match here, Sunday 1 p.m. in Tampa, Florida. Beautiful skies. You got some clouds over here. No chance of rain, at least what my weather app says. Tampa has 1 goal by their lead goal scorer on the young season, number 10, Omar Talley. Beautiful kick, middle of the goal, early on here in the first half. We have 7:08 left in the first half. Tampa 1, Auburn Montgomery is 0. Tampa pressing, looking potentially for another goal here in the first half.
No foul there.
No foul called. And the foul being called.
It's going to be another card, yeah.
Should be another one, and that's another yellow. That's like the 3rd or 4th yellow today we've seen. I believe 3rd, but I wonder what's the most amount of red or yellow cards given out in a game before. There's got to be a stat on that somewhere, right?
Yeah, it always depends on the referee, but there are plenty of yellow cards during a soccer game. Even more, finals, games with a lot of pressure. And I would say this game actually, there's a lot of pressure in it. Both teams want to win. Only 6 minutes left into this first half, and something the away team wants is to get the get a tied game for the halftime, so that they can do another schedule for the second half.
And the kick, beautiful placement.
Another foul, another offensive foul that just happened a few minutes ago, but on the other goal.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they were to jump over someone on a header and head it in, when does it become a foul offensively?
It becomes when the contact is actually not
Before
just
the ball?
looking for the ball. It is actually pushing the other player.
Before the ball is coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say similar to NFL, like
Pass interference. Yeah.
Yeah, pass interference.
Sure. Yeah, it's very well said. Tampa looks to clear it, and they do.
Juancho, the center
Beautiful
forward,
placement down the left
coming
side.
back.
Very well struck ball.
Number 26, Zachary Welch, replacing number 9, Juancho Fernandez.
Number 26 comes in for the Spartans, Zachary Welch from Diego Martin, Trinidad. Previous college was Fatima College. Leaving the pitch,
Juancho left.
Juancho Fernandez from Oviedo, Spain.
And he is the captain of this team. Let's say he is one of the key players, but today's game and West Florida games haven't been his game. He seems like he isn't feeling comfortable, but we all trust that Juancho is one of the key players and that he's going to get redemption.
So far, the star player on the year, we would all have to arguably agree, would be Omar Talley. 3 goals, 2 games so far.
New substitution are coming for Tampa. Seems like it is number 29, Xavier Lamour from Pembroke Pines, who's going to come in. He's in graduate school. Really disputed game into the midfield, but now Tampa gets it back.
And that should be a foul for sure on number 18, potential yellow card. I don't know if his hand got caught around him, and look, as almost he pulled him around. I don't know how that's not a card. He's laying down. I think he might have looked like he stretched something a little weird. He kind of pulled him around in a circular motion.
And one Tampa player is actually on the floor right now.
They're looking for a trainer. Trainer's coming out. 29 for the Spartans. Xavier Lamore from Pembroke Pines, Florida, looking to come into the game. Coach prepping him up on what he would like to see done. Spartans head coach has one of those hats like Nick Saban does. I need to grab one of those myself before the year's end. Number 18 walking off on his own fruition. Philip Mueller from Tolk, Germany.
And number 29 comes in and immediately gets close to the box so that there can be an offensive play for Tampa.
Number 29, Xavier Lamore for number 16, Marcelo Valbuena.
And they're saying foul on Tampa?
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't mean to get... The more you watch soccer, the more you realize it's a little bit of a mental game every now and then. Line drive midfield. Beautiful header by defenseman Augusto Barofio from El Pinar.
Amazing tackle there by number 17 from the away team, Trevor Stanley. He's from Tampa. And he usually plays as a defender. And now he's a defender too, but he's getting close to the midfield. He wants to get the ball and, of course, being much more important for this game. And now it seems like the away team is nervous with only 3 minutes left into this first half.
Very well said, Fabricio. Like you said, 3 minutes left in the first half. Tampa's leading 1-0 against Auburn Montgomery. Tampa looking for the first win on the young season. They did beat USF, like we've mentioned many times over. Very impressive win. Rowdy's Cup champions. It was an exhibition game, so it does not count towards the record.
But always good to get those wins.
Very crucial, very big confidence builder. And you could see this team playing with a lot of confidence this year, which is crucial in soccer. It'll be interesting to see next week when the men go to, I believe, Morrow, Georgia, to play some away games, because teams always play well at home. Like Tampa, will be interesting to see if they keep the same energy and same intensity when they travel.
There was a header there by number 31, but just went out, and seems like Tampa is going to keep that lead into the halftime. They're doing time. You know, you can see the goalkeeper going to look for that ball, even if there's a ball closer.
Taking a nice Sunday jog, as some would say. Very strategic, very smart by the Tampa goalkeeper from Bath, England.
And
Barth,
the clock's
England.
still running.
Barth, England? Bath, England. Apologies. Bath, England. And a kick. High, lofting, rotating ball coming back Tampa's side. Only a minute 18 left here in the first half.
Number 12 is having issues to walk. We can see that. And now he's just touching his ankle. He doesn't feel
Potential
good.
yellow card being given? No?
Josh McGrath from Tampa, number
Nope.
12 actually was.
Another yellow card given.
Another yellow card, yeah, that's right. He wasn't actually running as always. He seems like uncomfortable.
A card given because he kicked the ball after they blew the whistle. Looked like an aggravation. Fourth or fifth yellow card given today to the Auburn Montgomery Warhawks. I don't know if we have a stat on that, but the most yellow cards I've ever seen in a soccer game. .38 seconds left here in the first half. Warhawks looking to make an offensive position move to tie this game up.
Great pass there. Oh,
Beautiful pass and
amazing pass for number 19. Looked well done, but just it wasn't well done, you know.
there's 20 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like we're going to try to drag it out into halftime. 16, 15, 14. We might get one kick just for the heck of it.
Yeah,
what it looks like
still
the
running. Yeah.
first half score will be Tampa 1, Auburn, Montgomery Warhawks 0. And the kick,
2, 1.
and that will be the end of the first half with Tampa, your Tampa Spartans leading. Potential handball should have been called. Just kidding. All jokes aside, very well played by both sides. But Tampa coming out with the same intensity, looking to get their first win here on the year. My name's Takeout Part alongside
Fabrizio Mejia, thank you very much.
You are watching Tampa Spartans.tv. beats are bumping. We are almost back from halftime, folks. Little about the first half. We had a screaming goal from Tampa's leading goal scorer, Omar Talley, who is from Switzerland and is the only goal on today's game so far. Fabricio, what did you see in the first half that the Tampa Spartans could improve on?
I think it was a very good first half. Of course, that Tampa got that goal that's so important. It was very disputed onto the center field, but of course that Tampa got that opportunity. They scored that goal, and it's going to be really interesting to see the reaction from the away team into the second half.
Very well said, Fabricio. It'll be interesting to see whether Tampa plays the defensive to keep the 1-0 lead, or they will try to expand on their lead. There's 36 seconds left in this 15-minute halftime.
I would say what Tampa has to do right now, starting the second half, is to go for another goal. Because it's very complicated to stay behind and wait 45 minutes to not receive a goal. You know, even if Tampa has a very good defense, it wouldn't be the smartest.
It wouldn't be the smartest situation, or strategy, I should say.
Exactly.
Well, like every game, Spartans look to switch the field. If you're getting a nice midday, workout in, you might see a soccer ball scored in a net. That's a beautiful fitness and recreation center here on campus. And if you're over by Salsa Rico, you might see, hopefully, no goals scored by Auburn Montgomery. But nonetheless, we are about to start the second half. There seems to be a nice wind picking up, which we love to see. Still beautiful and sunny. Beautiful day to go to the beach, watch some soccer on this long 3-day weekend.
Pancho passed the ball and the second half starts.
5 yellow cards given to Auburn Montgomery here in the first half. Tampa obviously choosing the offensive. Kick to the corner.
Number 10 was looking for that ball. He's the hero for the University of Tampa from now.
Line drive. Tampa attempts to clear it. Will be a throw-in for Tampa. Be a throw-in for the Warhawks. Warhawks. Auburn kicking it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Tampa. A little bit of back and forth action here at midfield. Beautiful job by Tampa. Tampa on the offensive.
Switching sides, number 10, the magical play.
Looking for a cross. Inside. No one home. Montgomery looking to clear the ball down the right side. And nice job by the man from Ireland kicking it out of bounds. Mr. Sean Quinn. Montgomery looked to go on the offensive. Kick right off a Tampa defenseman.
The formation changed. Seems like the first half was a 4-3-3 for Tampa. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 offensive players. And now we have 4 players on the midfield and 4 players on defense and only 2 players on attack.
Tampa looking to make something happen here with 41 minutes left in the second half. And it looks like it's going to be Montgomery's kicking off. I always wonder the change of the soccer balls.
Yeah.
How do they pick up the best soccer balls? Is it I don't know if it's like 3 from each team. Is it the home team that provides the soccer balls for the?
Depending on the game, but for college, I would say that it is the home team that gives the ball. Yeah. Of course, for training and everything, sometimes the away team is gonna bring some balls, but the ball that they used to play certainly is from the home team.
Of course. Now, it almost seems like a silly question to ask, but I still feel like I should ask it. In college football, there's a different size football than there is in the NFL. Does that remain true for professional soccer and college soccer?
For professional and college, no. The ball is the same, exactly the same.
Sure.
But when it comes to inferior games like, high school games and middle school games, the ball is much smaller.
Is much smaller.
Yeah.
And they will reward it to Tampa. A lot of construction being done, as we've mentioned in previous commentaries about the University of Tampa. We have 2 pools being built to the left and right of the fitness center. We have a nice bell tower being made. And I think someone told me they're potentially building a garage, but there's been the biggest difficulty parking on campus for the last, I would say, 2 years. It wasn't as much noted last year due to the fact that during COVID it was a lot of online school, but it's a problem they're looking to fix, and we'll probably aim to fix sometime in the next year or so. But nonetheless, this campus is only get more beautiful as time goes on, and it's nice to see all the change getting done so fast. So shout out to President Vaughn and all the construction people building. For the garage and the parking situation hopefully will be fixed sometime soon. Auburn pushing down the left side, looking to tie this game up. Potential injury.
The play keep. No penalty.
No penalty being called, but a man looks to be down.
And there's also one player that's down into the bench.
Yeah, he fell from in play off to the bench, so they look like they are down one player. I don't believe they've substituted.
We're speaking of number 29 from the away team, and he's from Brazil.
He looks to be grabbing his ankle. Hopefully he's all right.
You can see some teamwork there. His own teammates that are on the bench are helping him.
But I think because it happened out of bounds, they're not stopping play. Another Montgomery player grabbing at his back.
Now, I would say you have been in UT for more years than I have been here.
Sure.
What are the best sports here?
Best sports here?
The best teams too.
Baseball, beach volleyball, women's volleyball. Would be probably in that order. Baseball historically has had, I believe, 7 national titles. They almost went to the opportunity to have the 8th last year. They're looking to hopefully compete for an 8th. They won up my freshman year. They have some Hall of Famers. I shouldn't say have some Hall of Famers. They have Tito Martinez, player for the Yankees.
Yeah,
it was really good for a couple years. So I would say baseball is probably our best sport. We beat a professional team in spring training a couple years ago. We beat the Philadelphia Phillies.
Wow.
So that made a lot of national attention. Actually, one of the only reasons I actually came to UT. I didn't really know about the school. Was looking up, thought I'd play baseball in college. Didn't end up happening, but main point I even visited the school is because I was looking up best D1 baseball schools and accidentally clicked 2 on accident and pulled up Tampa beating University of
That's amazing.
Or
from
being
a
the
D2 team.
Philadelphia Phillies, and Well, I went to one game. They won 16-2, and the rest is history. I attended here. Looking for a foul. No foul called, actually. Tampa pressing down the right side. And there's a foul called there. Seemed to have pushed him. Another potential foul over there.
Yellow card.
Yellow card given out.
Even the assistant referee has to come
Tampa
into
player.
the field.
But now there's some talking happening between number 13.
Good job there by the assistant referee, interfering in there.
Pointing happening, but some screaming happening. But yeah, like I said, yeah, so that kind of happened because of the baseball team. We had a good football team. I always bring this up every broadcast in hopes that someone hears me and wants to bring American football back to the University of Tampa. Don't see it happening anytime soon, but we had a fairly decent football team back in the, I believe, 70s. We had a guy drafted number 1 overall, like I mentioned last broadcast, John Matuzak. You know, Freddie Solomon was a wide receiver for the 49ers for a couple years, came from the University of Tampa. So, yeah, I would say it goes baseball, volleyball, beach or women's volleyball. They've both won championships in recent memory.
They're D1?
The beach volleyball, I believe, is D1. I don't know the reasoning behind that, but everything else is D2. And there's been talks, you know, our baseball team has been so good. Could we move up to D1? That's been the question for so many years. I don't know if that will happen because I believe you have to move I think most of the other teams up to D1, and would they be able to compete with D1 teams? I don't know. Baseball team would have the best chance. So, yeah, I think it would go baseball, beach volleyball, volleyball probably tied for second. The women's basketball team had an undefeated record before COVID shut it down, I believe my sophomore year. And they had a fairly good year last year. So the sports all around are growing. Our lacrosse team is very good. I don't want to discredit them. I just don't watch a lot of lacrosse. But our lacrosse team has won a couple of Sunshine State champions since I've been here. They're doing really well as well. Rowing's not bad. I don't know their results on things, but I see them all the time. And yeah, men's basketball looking to have a good season too. So we played UConn before I came here, which is kind of a cool thing in an exhibition game. Is there a penalty? No call,
and
interesting.
The crowd is kind of angry.
Interesting choice, and out of bounds.
The ball is back to Tampa.
Also, soccer teams. Men's soccer team has real potential this year to do some damage, potentially compete for a Sunshine State Conference championship. You know, the school's growing, and as school grows, more funding grows. As more funding grows, teams get better. So we're seeing a lot of potential from all our sports teams this year.
And speaking of international, as the school grows, there's also much more international concern, more international people interested in coming in here.
Love to see it.
Exactly, and always looking for a D2 school. You know, the University of Tampa is here.
Love to see it because a lot of people. I grew up in Georgia. A lot of people obviously, you know, grew up the same area around me, so you have a lot of same ideals and stuff. But just talking to you, it's interesting learning. I mean, you learn new things every day, and had a lot of international students. Always fun to do projects with, learn about their culture, learn about how they live over there. I had a friend Juan from Colombia tell me how life is there, and yeah, you just get to appreciate being here in America, and also learn some cool things about other countries and other things going on over there. So, love to see it. School does have a lot of international students, obviously being in Florida. Would you say the international community has grown substantially since you've been there?
A lot. I've met different international people and even seniors, juniors, and they say that every time there are even more international freshmen. So of course that's something big because there's international recognition for this school, and that's always a good thing.
It's always a good thing. But it just helps build the culture on campus. So many different people, so many different things to do. Beautiful facilities. University of Tampa really has got things going on. But moving forward, the score is 1-0 here with 33 minutes left in the second half. University of Tampa Spartans with one goal by Mr. Omar Talley, as we've mentioned previously. Like we said, probably the most diverse two teams we've seen, being I don't know how many countries are represented in today's game, but there is quite a lot. Looking for a potential kick down inside the corner.
There was a foul there.
And foul on Tampa. I don't see. Oh, they called it on Tampa. Okay. But yeah, as of the last year, I would say Tampa's between the school, all the teams winning. It's Tampa Bay, so it's a good up and coming, growing city. I wouldn't say up and coming. It's here. It's just we're in the present of it. All major sports team making it to their final championships. I can't even imagine the amount of tourism in dollars we would have received if it wasn't for COVID, but still nonetheless really good for the city, and it's nice to see. Only thing I don't like to see is the apartment costs going up.
Yeah.
Being in a city and all, but it's always nice when Wing's around.
And again, speaking of other countries, the weather here is unique. You don't see that every day.
This is true, yeah.
There's no foul
penalty
there.
Called. I don't know what they saw. It looked like he pushed him down, unless there's a different angle that he just flopped. But it looks like he was just pushed. So I don't know what we're seeing differently than the refs. But apparently, that's why they're paid to be refs and we're paid to be broadcasters. But
and we can see the Tampa coach giving some instructions. He's focused, and actually Auburn Montgomery coach is much more calm. He's analyzing the game, trying to find a key to score that goal that ties the game.
So you said you grew up in Mexico, correct, Fabricio?
I grew up in Mexico.
What would you say the biggest culture shock for you has been since being in the States?
Here, I would say, of course, that's unfortunate, but certainly security, it is quite dangerous there in Mexico.
Sure.
Being on the streets, walking, I really like to jog, to be outside, and get the opportunity of being in the streets, of enjoying and being with people outside. That's the most important thing. And I feel like in Mexico, of course, the people are very nice. I love the culture. There's the food. There's plenty of things. But something I really think it's unfortunate is the opportunity of being in the streets.
Being in the streets, yeah.
Yeah.
Shows a little perspective of how fortunate we are here in the United States. With that being said, food. How is the food relatively changed for you? Is there any food places you would recommend to me here that maybe I haven't tried? Or?
Yeah, actually, I would say, food here is very good. Food in Mexico is amazing as well.
Sure.
There are different, Mexican food restaurants here.
What would you say the biggest difference for that would be?
I would say the tortilla. Of course, the amount of how huge is the tortilla here is so different. There is smaller. They just put the meat inside of it, and here is more like a burrito.
Sure.
There is more like a taco.
Another penalty called on.
This has to be a yellow card.
I would assume so, but it depends on who, because there's been a lot of yellow cards given out today. Potential red card.
Now, answering your question, I would definitely say that the closest to Mexican food is Chipotle.
Okay.
Amazing food.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. The beans, the guacamole, the carnitas, they're similar to Mexican food.
Sure. What's the biggest thing you've seen in like a Mexican restaurant that just is not actually available in Mexico that we just call Mexican food? Is there anything?
That's not available.
Not available, but like we say this is Mexican food, and you'd be like, well, we don't really have that.
Certainly the burritos.
Okay.
And let me guess. Yeah, certainly I would say the burritos. That's so different.
I've been to Mexico quite a few times. Awesome people, great time. Like you said, the United States is. Fortunately, we have a little bit better security. Hopefully, as time moves on, everyone gets a little bit more, we become more secure in Mexico and the U.S., but always interesting to get a different perspective. Mr. Omar Talley going for a goal kick, or corner kick, I should say, and a missed header. Tampa still looking to gain possession.
Seems like Tampa is in desperate. They're just happy. They're satisfied with the result for now.
Looking to keep the ball on their side of the field for as long as possible, trying to stop any momentum from the Warhawks.
Albert Morales, one of the defenders, actually now attacking, and he does a very good job.
Mr. Sean Quinn pulling up the left side. Awful.
I think there's frustration. The away team is actually doing some strong tackles, heavy tackles, and no fouls are called.
What we've learned about Mr. Sean Quinn, not afraid to be vocal. Not afraid to be vocal.
Something unique about this campus is, of course, the palm trees.
Yes,
all over the place. That's amazing.
My favorite topic of conversation on campus is palm trees. A lot of students believe there's a palm tree tax with every new school year, but lovely campus. Real big reason why a lot of kids actually end up coming here. It's really hard to beat. Some of these palm trees, I've been told, have been imported. Some of them, I don't know the names of some of them, but the taller, skinnier ones are up to $10,000 to be imported, and Tampa is full with plenty of them. We, of course, the Sunshine State, but I believe the palm tree is the state tree. I could be wrong in saying that, but
I think you're right.
There's quite a lot of them. If you go closer to the river where all the boat parades have been seen, you'll see a bunch of kids on hammocks. I was once part of the hammock club here at UT.
Oh yeah, okay.
Fun fact. Hammock club.
That's a big thing here.
Great defense. Yes, it's a big thing. Going out studying, sitting in the hammock, relaxing, having a good time. But it just shows you all the different types of clubs and opportunities Tampa provides. If you enjoy relaxing, I would recommend joining the UT Hammock Club. They go to different places, different beaches. Tampa pressing.
This looks good.
This looks like a decent opportunity for Tampa.
Juancho was waiting for that ball into the other side.
Tried to center it. Stopped by a Warhawk defenseman. Tampa keeping the ball in their field. 24 minutes left here in the second half. Tampa 1. Auburn, Montgomery 0.
Great play there.
Another beautiful play.
No foul call.
No foul.
That's a foul. No.
It should have been a foul. Not called. Tampa pushing inside. Should be a corner kick for Tampa.
Number 14 from the University of Tampa is actually complaining. Max Brennan from Ohio. There's going to be a substitution for Tampa. It is number 11. Amgad Salah from Hungary is coming in. Sorry, from Hungary. He's a junior. And he's a forward player. So maybe trying to get a second goal. That's a smart substitution.
I'll say our school doesn't have a lot of people from the South. I'll say that, other than Florida, of course. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Not many people from Georgia. Yeah. I've only met maybe 2 or 3 others.
Most of the people from New Jersey.
New York, Boston, Philly area. Some from Chicago. Is this a potential goal kick? Nope. They're saying it's on Tampa.
There's going to be another yellow card.
Yep, yellow card given to, I believe,
number 3. Agustin Barofio.
Also from Uruguay. Uruguay. How would you pronounce it?
Uruguay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agustin Barofio.
See, I originally knew it, and I tricked myself into pronunciation. If you're sitting at Franklin Carroll Morsani Hall, just in your room studying, watching some nice Sunday soccer, how's it going? We can see you waving here. That's one cool thing about campus. If you live in Morsani Hall, you could see a soccer game from your bedroom window. You could also see a baseball game.
That's right. Also saying hi to those who are in the gym right now.
How's it going? Get a nice Sunday workout. Hopefully this weather keeps up tomorrow. If you're going to the beach, get there safely, get back safely. Uber if you have to.
Auburn, entering number 18, Jabari Broussard, replacing number 9.
Be safe, be responsible. Let's all get back safely for Tuesday's classes. Tampa with a throw-in.
Incredible, but number 10 got subbed off.
I've always wondered that. So he threw it out of bounds, but he didn't throw it in play. He threw it out of bounds, so it shouldn't be like the throw even happened, correct?
Yeah, correct, but again, depends on the referee. Something that gives a lot of controversy, of course, is soccer itself, but it all comes from the referee decisions. Sure. Now there's more technology, of course, with the video assistant referee, similar to in the NFL, the booth review. Sure. But of course, in different divisions, and certainly D2, we don't have that, so it all comes to that guy who's wearing a blue shirt.
Well, we're not going to throw it to an ad. We're actually going to talk for a few minutes about this. The question I was going to ask you, so in soccer, do you think the assistant referee is done in a timely manner, or do you think there's a faster way of doing it, or do you think the time, like what they're doing with the assistant referee now, is good pace for the game?
I think the pace is actually good.
Okay.
It's good. Of course, like I said, when there's a controversial play, we might need the technology in order to define if what he said is right. But I would say that for the game itself and for how human it is, because let's remember it's humans playing.
Sure.
I think it's fine with how the pace is right now.
Would you say that soccer will ever get to a point, or football, as I should say, will ever get to a point where there's just no referees and it's all just done?
Maybe not referees, because it is what is attractive about football is that there are mistakes. There's always get into the conversation with friends, with family, and speaking about what happened in that game. There was this controversial play. That's part of soccer, and that's why it is so passionate.
So you think it's good for the game?
Yeah, it's good for the game. But again, we never know, and technology in sports is just growing so fast.
Sure.
And again, with video assistant referee now in the Premier League, for example, they even have rules to see if he was offside or onside. But we can speak about millimeters, so very specific.
Very, very specific. It'd be interesting to see everyone in the baseball community wanting to, calling for electric umpires. I don't enjoy that personally. I'd rather see, it be a natural game. Maybe they get it wrong, review it. If they get that wrong, then it becomes a topic of controversy. But
sports is about controversy.
But it's sport. You're not gonna get everything perfect. And I think the people who think that's possible are just living in a world that doesn't understand that it's not meant to be perfect. I think that's what makes part of the game. There'll always be, no matter if no matter how you lose, I guarantee you they'll point at this and be like, this could have done that. Yeah. That's part of fandom, I believe. So, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of a water break. 23 minutes left in the second half. Auburn looking to tie it up or go home. Tampa looking for their first win on the young season. Playing down the left side. Tampa pushes inside with a little drop kick. Clearing the ball deep.
Good defense by Tampa.
Number 13 pressing.
He couldn't deliver the ball to Juancho, who's now getting mad.
Auburn pressing. Left side. Number 8 who already has one yellow card on the day. Philipp Spickenbaum from Niederkirchen, Germany. I hope I pronounced that right, but
that he's offside.
Offside.
More fans are coming in.
Absolutely love to see. Like I said, we're trying to grow the fan community here at Tampa. A lot of things to do, like I mentioned, so it's tough because, you know, if you're not originally into soccer and there's an opportunity to go to the beach, I could understand that. But come out, come check out the Spartans. Trust me, you'll have a fun time. You know, if you like ramen, make some ramen, put it in a bowl, come on down.
Yeah.
Support your Spartans, and maybe you'll be a fan. I never was that into hockey. It was a perfect example of how I kind of got into Tampa sports, college at least. I was never into Tampa. I was never into hockey per se. The Atlanta Thrashers were a thing growing up. I enjoyed that, but I was too young and etc. Freshman year didn't really come to a lot of sporting events, to be honest with you. And then my sophomore year, found out Tampa has a hockey team in Clearwater, which actually I'll be calling some hockey games for them this year. And fell in love with the atmosphere, fell in love with some of the rivalries they have, UT versus USF. And then you start to realize each sport, close to a goal for Tampa.
Huge defensive play there by the away team. The goalkeeper was actually jumping, trying to get that ball, but the defender interfered before. And now a throw in.
But my main point to all this is saying, come out, support. You'll never know what journey it takes you on. I ended up, going to a hockey game. Then I went to a basketball game. Then I went to a volleyball game. Then I went to, and next thing you know, it just led from one to another. So, if you're interested in watching soccer games, or if you're interested in watching any sports here, it's available to you on TampaSpartans.tv. If you can't get to the game, even though you're not here, we appreciate you tuning in. That's enough babbling from me. We'll be talking here about Montgomery trying to tie this game with 20 minutes left here in the second half. Pushing inside.
And the Spartans showing a lot of energy.
We love to see the intensity from Tampa, even though they have the lead. That shows a sign of a good team. Not just folding just because their lead's over, or that they have the lead.
The goalkeeper going to the track.
It's got to be hot on that track. I was thinking about that earlier today.
The referee's going to speak to him. He's saying, do not waste more time.
Where else would he get a soccer ball from? Is there a ball boy?
Yeah. I think even close to the bench, there's a ball there standing. No one making an effort to pass it to the goalkeeper.
The man from England kicks off. High rotating ball. If anyone said soccer isn't physical, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
Very physical game between the Warhawks and the Spartans here today. Spartans swarming. Resetting back to number 3, Barafio.
I think that's why also we haven't received many goals today. I think that as physical that it is, the game stays into the center field. And there's a lot of pressure for the players to come forward. As we see one of the Auburn players warming up. Seems like he's coming in.
Beautiful cleared kick.
And it's a foul, so the ball's going to be for Tampa. 18 minutes and 30 seconds left. Seems like Tampa is relaxed and focused to get back on track with a win.
I will say some of the Tampa players seem to be getting under the Auburn Montgomery Skins players. You can just see it on their faces. Certain calls, they don't feel they're getting their way.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see Tampa calm, collected.
And working as a team.
Helps in team sports when you work as a team, Fabricio.
There's a foul there.
Another foul.
No card yet there, but again, I think that's not smart from the away team. They're just losing time by making those fouls.
like I said, maybe showing a little bit of aggravation.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, and the kick. Header from Auburn looking to go out of bounds, and it does. It will be a Tampa Spartans throw-in from the left center field. Or should I say the left sideline? Throw-in. Both the women's and men's soccer team for Tampa lost in overtime this week. Both apparently played very well, very strong. Soccer just did not go their way. Sometimes that happens, but it's nice to see Tampa Spartans react to that by not just folding, by coming out, aggression, trying to get their first win, and have done a really good job so far in today's game. Number 4 for the Warhawks throws it in. Nice header by Tampa. Beautiful. Smart play by the
and a fighting between the two captains. Number 9 for Tampa is the captain, and number 2 for Auburn is actually the captain, and he's playing on defense. And Tampa's captain is one of the key players, Juancho. He's a center forward. That's a foul, and that has to be another card. The players are complaining about a yellow card, but number 4 is smart, and he gets far away from the play. And look who's coming in. Number 10 is coming back in the game.
Tampa's leading goal scorer here on the year, coming in after a break. Looking for a card. There seems to be no card being awarded. The Tampa bench, and especially the Tampa coach, is giving the sideline judge a lot of words that I don't think I can. A lot of words. Nice defense. As time ticks down, 15 minutes left here in the second half. Auburn looking to need to do something here pretty urgently if they would like to stay in today's ball game and potentially force us into overtime. Tampa doing a good job preventing that from happening.
Great way to get the ball back.
Kick down the right side.
Juancho has to do some effort. Another fighting between the captains. There's a foul.
Foul on 13. A little bit of a push. Coach is beyond livid. Now the Auburn coach. Oh, he's talking to his player. My apologies. Auburn looking on the offensive. Good defense by Tampa.
Auburn frustrated about getting that goal. We can see that only 3 defenders are behind.
Huge opportunity for Tampa. That should definitely be a penalty, and it is. He doesn't. Auburn does not think so, but obviously just pushed him. I don't know what he's looking for.
And I think it is time for number 10 to come in. He's been waiting there for a long time in the sidelines.
13 minutes left here for the Warhawks to see. Time has stopped. There's an Auburn player warming up. Omar waiting patiently to come into today's game.
The clock stopped.
Getting up. That's a good sign. And the clock should continue, I believe, with this kick. Beautiful stunted kick. Header towards the goal. Potential. Oh. You got a little bit more on that. Could have snuck in there. The left bottom corner of the goal. Auburn pressing. Off his chest, out of bounds. And it will be a Tampa throw-in.
That was quite difficult to control.
And Omar Talley replacing number 13, Arnaldo Zakiri.
Omar Talley coming in to the game, like we've mentioned many, many times today. Tampa's leading goal scorer here on the young season. And the throw-in. I believe another Tampa throw-in. Another throw-in. Looks like we're going to have a quick game of how many throw-ins can we get. This will be the third one.
Another ball into the field.
There's a whistle being blown. Soccer ball kicked on the field.
And I think for only 12 minutes that are remaining, Auburn should show more intensity there. We know it's hard, it's difficult.
They're saying there's a penalty.
Number
Omar
10 that
doesn't
just came in.
Doesn't seem to think there was one. Auburn looking to pick up the intensity as time ticks down. Pressing kick, potential scoring opportunity for.
Great job there by Austin
Beautiful
Barofsky.
job to come up and grab that ball. If not, could have been a little floater over the head. Very well done by the Tampa goalkeeper.
And also the defender showing physicality to cover that ball and to let the goalkeeper take it.
Fantastic job by the Englishman. Well, folks, we're going to try something out here. We're going to do a quick trivia question today. I don't know how we're going to see responses. We'll have to come up with something next time to hopefully see responses. But trivia question of the day would be, what in the University of Tampa American football history, what famous head coach currently still coaching today did the Tampa Spartans beat in a bowl game? Again, no idea how we're going to see your answers, but we will tell you at the end of the broadcast. So, let me repeat the question again. What current NCAA football coach did we beat in a bowl game when we had a football team? Fabricio, any guesses?
I'll let the people answer it.
Okay.
The clock stopped with 10 minutes left. And Albert.
I should mention that NCAA football coach was a player at the time, but the Tampa Spartans did beat them. And it will be a Warhawk throw-in. This could be crucial for the Warhawks as they haven't had a lot of offense today. It'll be interesting to see, does he throw it in? Looks like no one's in close, so this is going to be a potential header. Omar's the only Tampa Spartan back deep. They cover the box. Potential opportunity.
Great
Beautiful
job there.
defense.
And two versus two.
2 versus 2.
He had to deliver the ball.
No penalty called. They're saying.
That's a foul, but it was a great opportunity for Tampa. It was 2 players versus 2 players, and now they get the ball back.
They're still kicking. I'm very confused by what just
The referee
happened.
says he's offside.
I am extremely confused. The offside, I understand, but it looked like they were stopping play and they just kicked it.
I think Auburn just wanted to execute that free kick very, very quickly, and they lost the ball. Auburn had the chance to put the ball into the other side, but his teammate was offside. So.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful handles by the Warhawks. And Tampa clears it. Beautiful kick, keeping it in bounds.
And you can see that only 10 minutes are left, or only 8, because the intensity is another, you know?
Oh, and they call. He's pleading with the ref, confused by the foul. 8 minutes left for the Warhawks.
Watch out with number 19. They're having an argument.
AUM fans hoping someone would be home. There was not good defense by Auburn, looking to press.
The ball is for the goalkeeper. He's going to waste some time. Oh, no. As the referee warned him, he
Last
has the
time
ball
to
there.
not waste time.
Yeah.
He's dribbling the ball, trying to see how many seconds he can get off. Done a very good job at that, putting it down, setting it. Trying to see if the grass is greener over here. Nope, better over there. Let me twirl it one time, put it down. Very smart soccer IQ by the man from England. And the kick. 7 minutes remaining in the second half of this game. If you're just joining us, the only Tampa goal was by Mr. Omar Talley early in the first half. Or say midway through the first half.
The key players in a soccer game are always number 9 and number 10. And watch out, because for Auburn, number 9 and number 10 are coming in. Six minutes left. Seems like the away team wants to get a tight game.
Would it be rare if they pulled their goalie?
He was offside, but certainly something much important was the kick over Albert Morales, who's now on the floor.
The Auburn fans seem to not be excited at the call. I don't think they realized it was offsides. I don't think they were calling a foul. Am I right in saying that, Fabrizio?
Yeah, that's right. And we're all happy because Albert Morales is okay.
It was an offsides call, not a foul. The man from England waiting to kick the ball.
5 minutes and 50 seconds left. But the referee's actually, he isn't in the field right now. Coming back.
I
He's
was
coming
saying
back.
the man. Yeah, it's Mr. Forrester. All right. That'd be embarrassing if we were calling the goalkeeper the wrong person's name. I knew that was him. I know him personally. I was curious. How is that? They kicked it out of bounds. I don't. How is that Auburn? I don't. That's not Auburn's ball. It's Tampa's ball. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Auburn kicked it out
Number
of bounds.
19 is complaining. And only 6 minutes left.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, the ref was looking at that. I don't know. The Auburn play kicked out of the bounds and they get to Auburn, but nonetheless, yeah.
Number 18, Jabari Broussard,
Interesting.
and number 31, Patrick Duffy.
This has to be a counter-attack. It's 3v4. And number 10 has the ball. We all know that number 10 does special things, and now he receives a foul.
The Auburn fans did not like that call. 5:36 and counting. We hope Omar is good. Hopefully he's okay. Very key piece to the Tampa's season so far. And the kick. Auburn looking to hopefully make some form of movement to make a push. Score 1-0. 5 minutes remaining. Auburn have not had a lot of shot on goals today, as Tampa's defense has been very present and very active.
Quite outstanding, yeah.
Big opportunity.
The
here.
goalkeeper keeps it.
Outstanding save by Mr. Chauveau for Mr. Forrester. I apologize, Mr. Forrester, graduate student, as we've
And
mentioned.
he
from
spent some
Backingham.
time with the ball. Of course, what Tampa wants right now is the game to end, even more than scoring another goal, I think.
I don't know why he puts his hands up. I think that would be a handball, right?
Yeah.
Almost
This
looks like
is a
an
great
inbound in
opportunity.
basketball. Tampa pushing down the right side. Captain with the ball. Oh, captain. My captain, that should definitely be a foul. Good call by the referee.
No card there.
The Auburn fans again disagreeing. I don't know what
It's
they're
been
looking
a-
at, but
It's been a tough game for both teams. Of course, it's very hot outside. The two are playing very intense.
oh, that's definitely a penalty. Oh, both sides with the penalty. Auburn fans not happy about it. There should definitely be a yellow card. Oh, there's a push, and there might be a fight, folks. There is a fight. One's
And
holding
number
one
10
back.
is actually hurt now.
This
the
is not
coach has
anything
to
massacre.
intervene.
There's a coach in the sense holding him back.
We were speaking about intensity
There will
and
definitely
getting
be a red
physical,
card.
but this is
Coach trying to get everyone to back up, keep things from escalating. Everyone's standing up. People.
things are coming down, but still number 10 on the floor, you know. He's very important for the University
Very important
of
for the
Tampa.
Spartans. Eight's talking to the crowd, talking to the stands. Already has a yellow card.
Interesting,
Fans
but
chirping.
even
Not-
the players that are part of the reserves from the University of Tampa are coming down, trying to see what's happening with their teammates.
Hopefully everyone's okay. One player talking. 3:48 left here in the second half. Tampa's still leading. Pseudo, not a brawl per se, but a couple pushes back and forth. I have a feeling someone either will be ejected, yellow or red, who knows. Fans pointing out who did what. It's kind of a mix of things. We don't really exactly know. Omar seemed to have pulled someone down, then a slap to the face, and then another push, and then there's a little bit of a scrum. Refs talking to one another, seeing
At least
who
everything's fine
or
now.
what.
But it's kind of
See,
a
the thing
tense.
is, if someone gets ejected, I don't know if that will be for next game or if it's for the rest of this
That
game.
would be for next game and what remains of this game.
So this could be crucial if it's number 10. 10 is up, standing, so that's good for the Spartan faithful, but there's a lot of decisions being made. A lot of chirping from both sides. Seems to have calmed down a bit.
Tense scenes. And the clock stopped. Everything seems to come back. Number 10 is up, and
Like we said, soccer's an intense sport. If anyone told you soccer wasn't physical, they've been lying to you this whole time. Is that a yellow or a red? Yellow card. Was that all that was given?
there's going to be a yellow card.
The goalie
He's calling a player.
is cheering for the
It's
fans.
going to be for number 29 from UT.
Obviously, if you're going to be a fan here, I know things don't always go away, but try to refrain from yelling at the players on the pitch as much as possible. The coach doesn't seem happy. There's nothing seem to be called. What is happening?
I think what happened is only Tampa player got a yellow card when also Auburn was
That's
actually
all?
Yeah.
That's shocking. I feel like at least 2 on both sides should have been called for something.
Yeah.
But
and of course, number 29
and
is
the coach seems to agree with me, is livid. I feel both sides were a part of that. I feel like both should have been yellow cards, but nonetheless, it seemed like there was intent involved, so maybe that's okay, but I don't agree with that call, personally. But moving forward, 3 minutes left. Auburn looking to tie this ball game up.
The UT coach was complaining, but then he decided to stay calm. He called his assistant to stop complaining. I think that's the best thing to do.
I think that's the best call to do. You're winning 1-0. Even though you might be in the right, there's no point to argue the point when, it's only a yellow card.
Exactly.
The referee going inside to the press box.
I don't know if he's asking for more time. Yeah, 1 more minute.
He's asking for 1 more minute time. So my bad, folks. 4:48 left. I don't know where the time fell off. Might have been falling off when there's a little bit of a scrum. Coach does not seem super excited about that.
The game resumes with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Tampa pressing. Kick down inside. Letting time tick down. Looks like a number 18 for Auburn, Montgomery. Will be a throw-in for Tampa. As time's winding down. Oh, the coaches are chirping.
Yeah.
And very interesting. I don't know if they're playfully joking or seriously chirping. Thank you.
There's a UT foul.
UT foul, 3 minutes left. Intensity seems to be picking up, but they realize time is running down. Auburn trying to press. Number 8. Go inside. Great steal by the Tampa defenseman, number 15.
The fans go crazy. The fans go crazy.
He's
going to score. No.
And
that's a foul.
Potential opportunity. They're going to have to definitely give him a yellow card, and they do.
There's a yellow card. The fans are happy about it.
Very good job by number 15. I was trying to get his name, Travis Foster. He is a junior from Tampa, Florida. Very good play all the way around. A lot of yellow cards being given out today. A lot of talking between both teams. Very intense Sunday matchup of D2 soccer. Gotta love to see it.
It's going to be a free kick. It's going to be interesting to see how...
Huge opportunity for Tampa to ice this game. There is only 3 minutes remaining, but hopefully he can curl one behind the wall that Auburn has built.
Juancho is going to take that one.
The Auburn defensemen, all 4 or 5 of them, all pointing.
And the referee says they have to be a little bit behind.
This is a very peculiar wall, some openings.
Juancho's going to take it, the captain.
This is Sparta. Oh,
this was a good attempt.
Predicting a goal.
Controlled by the keeper.
All good.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remaining. Everyone's standing in preparation of the ending of this game. Mr. Foster going down the left side. I don't foul on. Looks like some arms got tangled. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Auburn trying to.
And number 18 from Auburn is still on the bench.
Auburn pressing. 21 passes outside. Another great steal by the captain. Number 11 press the present side. That should definitely be another penalty. Just unreal amount of fouls today. It seems like every other second there's another foul. Another yellow card. That's got to be a record. Mr. Colby, if you could check on that for me. I don't know if that's even a statistic they keep up with, but 7 or 8. Hopefully he's okay. He's grabbing at his side.
Auburn, number 11.
Not great. I don't know why the Auburn... The trainer coming out to check on him.
Number 19 still on the floor.
Burry, he's up. That's good. Very nice to see. Players getting some water, taking a little water break. 2:14 left here in the second half between Tampa and Auburn. Tampa looking to keep the ball on the other side. Some pushes being between each side.
As 2 minutes are left, I think Tampa has done a very good job today. They're feeling comfortable. That goal came, and they've been defending very well. And, of course, all the players being really important. Number 10, again, being the hero. I would say he's my MVP today. Man of the match. Number 10, again, he scored the goal. He's been decisive. Even if Tampa as a whole team have been very good.
I would say the same. I'm going to wait to give my man of the match till after this minute 40 relaxes. Tampa being pressed by Auburn. Auburn looking to tie the game with a minute 34 left. Tampa looking to clear the ball. Very smart play. Omar running down.
Great way.
1 on 2.
To keep the ball there.
No one home, so he has to do it himself. Omar, potential shot. Wide left.
It's going to be a throw-in, I think. We were speaking, he's the man of the match, but
that was just a little far left. I don't know. Great attempt nonetheless. Take some time off the clock, so regardless about how far he missed, smart play by Mr. Omar. Tampa keeping the ball up in the air, away from Auburn's side. Foul.
That's a foul, and I think the game is so tense. Only 50 seconds left.
Auburn fans don't like it. They don't. 51 seconds counting, still on the ground. Time going down. People are asking to stop the clock. Clock's still running. People getting a little bit more angry. Hey, you don't need to clap at them. Come on now.
The fans are asking for the referee to stop the clock.
Time ticks down. 30 seconds.
even the coaches.
The clock has been stopped. 32 seconds. They're asking for more time.
The referee says nothing.
The referee says nothing. Looks like 32 seconds left in the game. Asking for important minutes. 42. Time has been added back. There's been 10 seconds added back.
42 seconds.
So there's 42 seconds left in today's game. Tampa looking to ice this.
They only have to keep the ball 42 seconds and they'll have the win.
I feel like kicking it as far out of bounds as possible might be a smart play. Let some time run down.
Keep it far away from your own goal. That's the important.
Time still runs when out of bounds. So I honestly would say go for a goal kick. Just try. If you miss, okay. But you have, 53 seconds are now added back to the clock. Very smart play. Keep it on our side. And looks like this game, keeping the ball.
There's a foul there.
Foul.
39 seconds left.
36 as time ticks down.
I think this is going to be the last play.
This will definitely be the last play. Auburn has had almost nearly 0 shots on net today. I haven't
all the players are coming
just from my memory. 25 seconds counting. Ball kicked deep.
20 seconds left. And it is UT's ball.
And it's UT's ball. It looks like University of Tampa will get their first win here on the young season. 10 seconds remaining.
9.
And Tampa will move to 1-1 here on the young season. Tampa faithful, thank you for coming to attendance here in some Sunday 1 p.m. soccer matchup.
The University of Tampa getting a huge win. It was a very tough game, of course. Very hot and a lot of defensive plays, but UT get the win, and I think we can all be happy during a happy Sunday, and sounds like a very good way to end the weekend.
Very great way to end the weekend. Picks my spirits up. Thank you for all the fans coming in attendance, whether it be your student, parent, Thank you for the Auburn Montgomery fans for showing up and showing out. It's been a beautiful day of Sunday soccer. Tampa really needs this after a heartbreaking loss. If you're a Tampa Spartans fan, or if you're just a fan watching from home, this Tampa Spartans soccer team has a lot of potential, a lot of promise, just shown from the day. My man of the match, presented by Eddie and Sam's, would definitely be Mr. Omar Talley. It was his third goal on the season, back-to-back games with a goal. Would you say the same, Fabrizio?
I would say the same. He's a key player now for Tampa. Even if the defense was amazing, I would give the credit to him.
You see the Tampa coach dapping up the opponent's players. Just got to respect him for that. Thank you all for watching. My name's, of course, Dave Kephart alongside.
I'm Fabrizio Mejia, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for watching on TampaSpartans.tv. Have a good day, everybody. And also, tomorrow, if you go to the beach for Labor Day, drink responsibly if you're over the age of 21, and get home safely. Call an Uber, call a Lyft. I would just like to see everyone smiling faces back in classes on Tuesday. Be safe, be responsible. Love everyone here. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.